All right, good morning, folks. So I woke up this morning watching a little bit of YouTube as usual. Big talks on AWP, Adventures with Purpose. And oh man, there's other things that they're talking about them people and how do they I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It don't look good though for them. There's some people out there saying that all of them that were a part of that team and people they're associated with knew what was going on, and some of the other team and people they know are accused of the same thing. You know, I seen Upchurch uh, do a video about it. That guy Ryan Upchurch or whatever his name is, the country rapper or whatever. Uh, yeah, I mean, I don't. This is pretty crazy stuff. There are some people out there. I've watched some videos and years ago on YouTube were saying something ain't right. That it was that their program is staged, meaning they stage it, they film it, whatever it may be. Could that be true too? I don't know. It could be. You know, I don't know. It seems to me like these people surround themselves around with people like that. I don't know. I mean, we're not supposed to judge, right? If we go by the Bible, we're not allowed to judge. If we go by, we have to give them a second chance, right? I mean, that's what the government's pumping now, and the only reason that is probably because our jails are so overpopulated that, in certain crimes uh, that ain't really violent or anything, they would probably rather give them house arrest or probation or something. But yeah, it's a lot of people. They're going to open up the books on AWP probably, uh, and that whole team probably. There's a lot of people shocked, you know, over it. But there was a lot of people that had a feeling something ain't up or something ain't right. You know, uh, that's what I'm thinking. Who knows? Ah, I think you guys are going to find that probably a lot of these people that were watching, just like the authorities have been saying from day one since I've been on YouTube, you know, uh, I don't know. I mean, how does it make other people feel? I don't know. I mean, was this something that was done when he was a young teenager, and you know, you don't know the truth. First I heard that the girl was 12 or 13, and he was 16. Then I heard he was 12 and she was 9. You know, uh, and that's what happens when you leave kids alone, unsupervised. Uh, if it's true, and Jared was 12, and his sister or whoever it was, his cousin, was 9 years old or whatever, and they, playing spin the bottle or whatever. Folks, you would be surprised at how many people have been in that situation in this world, with younger kids being left alone. I don't know, but I'll tell you this much. Are they covering up? Was it Jared even? We don't know. Here's the thing: conspiracy is running wild right now in America, and corruption. Was it maybe one of the other teams, and we're getting, or one of the other guys, and we're just, hey, if it happened in the past and there was no charges brought up, let the family work it out, I guess. If this was something that happened when they were kids and people are bringing it up, if they were 12, 13, even 16, they're still a minor. They're still a kid. And then for them, 40 years later or whatever, they bring it up. That's bullshit. The past is the past. Not unless he's been doing this all along. How many victims are there with AWP? What was it? A couple days ago, there was only one. Now it's his sister and cousin. And now, I think today I've seen more that there's people popping up all over, saying that he did things to them when they were younger or whatever. I don't know. But this is what happens when you leave young kids and teens unsupervised. You're going to have them wandering, and yeah, I know it sounds sick, but even sexual and stuff, it happens. There ain't nothing. What can you do about it? Not much. But I can tell you this much. These people, when we've done the history and checked on it, they usually run and stick together with each other. Meaning they hang around with more people that are accused of the same stuff. They and you would be shocked how many people there really is that when they were young teenage kids or whatever, or young kids, made mistakes. What can we do? There's nothing really we could do about it. It's sad, but like I said, the studies show that these people usually run in a pack. A bunch of them. I don't know. And just look at the people that are involved. Oh, you're getting some serious rain out there, Bendejo. Be safe. This weekend, we're supposed to be getting snow and rain. Yeah, but I think you're going to find with AWP that there'll probably be more people charged, and they're probably going to go through that whole team. All three of them guys, or how many guys that worked for AWP. It's starting to look like maybe these guys are a cleanup crew for when things go bad. Almost like Pulp Fiction or whatever. Well, not Pulp Fiction. Get Shorty. Where John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson have to call the wolf to come clean up the mess. And that's what we're... some of us are wondering, are these guys a cleanup crew, meaning they come in and cover stuff up for people, or or make it look like they find people. There was a lot of people saying that a lot of their videos are edited and staged. I don't know. It's possible. It don't look good for them and anyone associated with them, probably. And this is more proof of our studies of YouTube that you just don't know how crazy and messed up people really are. You know? Hey, I'm crazy, but I ain't that crazy, I'll tell you that much. I ain't that cuckoo yet. But yeah, I imagine it's going to get ugly. I imagine we'll find out more. I imagine there'll probably be more victims coming out against and the other team, you know, the other guys that are on the team. I bet you they'll be going through their lives uh, and nitpicking it apart. And, it was bound to happen. How did it come? I don't know. I did see Ryan Upchurch's video, him going off the handle and all kinds of stuff, yelling, screaming, cursing, and threatening, and saying that he's going to punch Jared in the face or something like that when he sees him, and wants his $100,000 back that he never gave. I don't know. People were saying Upchurch never even gave the $100,000 to the people. Now Upchurch wants it back. Hey, that's a good way to make money. Tell them you gave them the money and ask for it back. I think you folks, I think the world is going to be shocked. I imagine they'll probably be going through AWP's whole history and everything. Yeah, I don't know. It don't look good. And this does prove a point of our YouTube experiment that the world has gone cuckoo. And it's spread to YouTube. Can anyone make any sense out of all this madness that we're seeing? They went from heroes to everybody's like, how could they have been doing it for so long? Well, when you got money, it's very easy to do what you want in this country. That goes for covering up crimes and whatever, prison sentence and stuff like that. It all gets covered up. Yeah, I seen that video with Upchurch. Boy, he was screaming, yelling, and gone cuckoo. Yeah. Now look at the people he surrounds himself with. You got Chase Matthews that picked up and did the boot scoop boogie, but now supposedly did a video with a guy that is in the same situation as Jared. And then you got Upchurch being involved with AWP and them turning out to be. I think, like I said, the professionals say usually these people stick together. They group together or whatever. And we might be seeing that. I don't know. But if you do watch a lot of the stuff on it, yeah, they usually run in a pack. What gets me is how nobody knew. They've had to know, you know. He should give some of that AWP dough to the Johnny R. Kramer's Christmas one. Nah, I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that money. Nah, I'll be all right. With all the victims coming out, wonder why now, and if making allegations for money. But it very could well be that, you know. But I guess there's documentation, and if there was no truth to it, would they have indicted him? You know, I watched a video the other day that said Jared was actually a stock person, buying and selling and trading stocks, and got busted for tampering with the stock market. You know, I don't know. You know, this is all I can say is money is the root to all evil. Now, I really shouldn't say money because it's really the man that has the money determining on his brain and his way of life of what he does with the money. You could use the money for good or you could use the money for bad. You can also use the money for a lot of things, but I don't know. It's something fishy's going on. Do I think it could be a big gang? Could be. Big ring of them? Could be. You know. Look at the Delphi case. They caught one guy with a cell phone and it tracked it to a whole bunch of different other guys. And we might see the similarity in there in this case with the Jared and all that crap. And you know, I'm shocked too. You know, well, look at what Upchurch went through. He's got the same charges against him with that Katie Noel or whatever her name is. She said the same thing about him, that you know he was doing stuff to her or whatever. Got very violent and she left. Now we don't know if that's true or not, but you know, I don't know. And then you have to look around the people that Upchurch was around, Johnny Cashville, and you know these maybe, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I imagine they're all being watched. You know, I imagine it's. I don't know. This is what these guys do when they got big money. Hold on, I gotta refill my coffee. Oh, good morning, Misty Rose. And you know, it's starting to make sense with all the money that they've been donating to AWP. Was it hush money? This is what's serious. We're thinking about some of the professional investigators and crime. Is all this money that these guys been throwing around? Is it hush money to keep quiet that they're actually got charges against them for doing bad things? Could be. Something didn't make sense to a lot of us. But when we did say something, we were threatened or attacked or whatever. So I imagine it is the fleecing of America, meaning just like the good Lord said, these people are very deceiving. They all been marked. They all been marked, folks. As the good book said. And nothing I could do about it. That's the Lord's laws, not mine. You know? Yeah. It don't look good. I can tell you that much. And there'll be more. There'll be a lot more. And watch, all these folks will walk away scot-free. They'll walk away scot-free. Why? They got money. They got money. Now, the average guy, right, that would have done something like that and continued to do it, they're saying there's people popping up all over. Up churches, you know, has claims against him from these other girls or Katie Knoll or whoever the heck it is. All this crap. You know, will they walk away with no jail time? Sure. Why? Because they got a lot of money. That's why. They got money to afford lawyers, good lawyers, and stuff like that. And they'll walk away scot-free. They might have to pay some money, but what do you do? How did Upchurch go from being one of the big stars and being wrapped up into all this madness? Look at the people around his whole team or whatever. I'd be out of there, man. I'd be like, nah, I'm done for a while. This is too nuts. And then the donations to AWP for the whole, and then Upchurch saying that it was all fake. You remember when he first came out? He didn't even like AWP. And then all of a sudden he did. I don't know. Maybe he had to throw him a donation or something. I don't know. This is going to be interesting to see what came of it. I don't know. Yeah, I think AWP's whole team will be gone through with a whole fine-tooth comb. They'll be investigating every single one of them and anyone affiliated with them. What do you folks think? Do you think this is as big as of a deal as YouTube is making it? Or should we be, worried about this? I don't know. All I can say, folks, is if you are wrapped up into that madness, change your lives. That's all you can do. I mean, good God, how long has this been going on? Could Jared be some kind of a serial rapist or something? I don't know. Could be. Could they be the I-65 killer or whatever it is out there out west or whatever? The what was it? The I-85 or something like that? Roadside killer? Could it be who's the other guy that with the long giant beard looks like ZZ Top? I don't know. It could be a lot of things. But you know what? They're all loaded. They got a lot of money. So they don't have to worry about any jail time, right? What's another $1 million? It ain't nothing, right? There is a frenzy to find out dirt on everyone. Exactly, man. It's unreal. It's unreal. You know, where I come from, you people would be labeled rats. You'd have been shot by now. I'm sorry. I'm just giving them the truth. They would have been labeled rats and cuckoos and nut jobs and would have been killed by now, especially when they started prying in people's private lives. They would have been gone. You know, some of us come from certain states, certain places that we've seen what happens to people that ask too many questions, right? I don't know. Did I say good morning to Misty Rose? I think I did. Good morning, Misty. Well, it's going to be a beautiful day out today. I don't care about Jared or AWP one iota of a little bit. Jared's story is the same story as every family out there in South Midwest. Exactly. Everybody's got a cousin or played spin the bottle when they were younger with, but we'd have to lock up half of America. We'd have to lock up our grandparents and stuff. Yeah. That's what, it was like the Don Wells case. My God, he was 12 and she was 9 or whatever it was. Well, you know, sooner or later, the body hits puberty. And these people are going to experiment. It happens every day. Ain't nothing we can do about it. All you can do is supervise the kids. You know, this stuff even happens in daycare, folks. It even happens in daycare. I don't know. I just don't know how Upchurch gets involved in all this madness. With that kind of money, you wouldn't find me. You wouldn't be able to see me. I'll tell you what, if I had that kind of money, I'd buy me a nice vagina and you would never see me again on YouTube or anywhere. I'd be gone. I don't know what it is with these folks. They just can't get out of the spotlight. They're lost in the role. They can't come out of the role. They can't come out of the bad boy role. They're so wrapped up into the role, the bad boy image. They can't come out of it. Too late now. They're stuck with it. They're going to have to ride it all the way to the grave. Hate to say it. Good morning, Izzy Rose. I hope you're feeling better. I don't know. I think we're starting to see a lot of these people hanging, this little gang of theirs or whatever. We are seeing it, and we see it out here too. A lot of these people, uh, you know, same thing. I don't know. How old were they? The main thing is how old were they, right? Jared says he was 12. She was 9. If that's the case, that's perfectly normal. Perfectly normal in America. I know it sounds crazy and sick, but that's perfectly normal. When you have people that are unsupervised and they're kids, they're going to experiment. They're at that age. Well, Jared probably was at that age where he was reaching puberty and women were the hot ticket. I know when I was 12, 13, it was no more, playing with footballs and riding bikes or whatever. You started watching programs on TV Well, when I was 12, 13, Benny Hill was the big thing on TV. You know, you get to see all them women running around with mini skirts on, you know, and that's when we started hitting puberty, right? That's when you start going, meow, what was that? Look at them two giant things, you know. I don't know. What can you do? Nothing. Put it into God's hands. Hopefully, this hasn't been going on for many years with Jared. And, uh, it's a pattern. I can tell you that. Little better. Thanks for asking. Oh, good, Izzy. My granddaughter's, my granddaughter, her friend, is already active, and they are in the seventh grade. No, seventh, eighth grade. Yeah. Well, they're gonna hit puberty about then, and they're gonna wonder about boys, and they'll be out on the playgrounds or whatever, and flirting and I dare you. What was that big thing when we were kids? Truth or dare, that was what it was, and spin the bottle or whatever. You know, you hit that certain age, young teenage thing, and you start you start you know reaching puberty, and the next thing you know, the, the girl is 12 years old. How old's the boy? Hold on a minute. All right, folks. I got to go down to the office, fill out some more paperwork. Uh, yeah, it's crazy. You know, yet your granddaughter's 12 years old. Yeah, well, that's probably about the age they start reaching puberty. I mean, some people reach it uh, earlier than that. I mean, it just depends on the body, but it wouldn't shock me. No, you know, it wouldn't shock me. And here's the thing: a 16, 17-year-old dude don't know no better. You know, he's, a dude has a penis, and sometimes that penis will control your life, right? And that's probably what happened. And I don't know. What do you want us to do? I don't know what we could do about it. I imagine they'll investigate that whole team. They're already watching this and that. You know, a poor up church. How's he get wrapped up into the? I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, they want a lot of things, but I want a lot of things too. I want America, and the government's pissed because I got America. It's mine. I own it. It's all mine. And they're pissed. I'm not giving it back. It's mine. I might sell some, I might split it up to certain people. Uh, but yeah, all the technology and everything is all created from this brain. I own it all. If you want to stay in my country, you can send your credit cards and all your money. Right? Right? All right, I got to go. I'll be right back here in a minute. But matter of fact, I'm going to let this run. I just got to run down to the office and sign a couple papers. I'll be right back. I'm going to let it run. Keep an eye on things for me, will you? Talk amongst yourselves. because they're thinking with their wrong head. Exactly. It happens to a lot. Hey, listen, I was a teenage kid at, you know, and I was a good looking uh, teenage kid. Uh, and believe me, even some of the mothers were like, that's one good looking kid. You're sure I was? Well, I was part Elvis Presley. I was part I was part Robert Plant. I was part John Lennon and all these. Sure, I was a good looking kid. So I'm going to go down. I got to sign a couple paperwork at the office here real quick, which the office is real close here. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Have fun. Uh, you know, yeah, I got a stamp thing that I had made. It's got my name on it. I just stamped stuff. There you go. Dish, 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 dish. You know, dish, dish, dish. I don't. It happens to the best of them, folks. All we could do is try and change our lives and let God handle it. God will fight our battles, right? Now, I got to go real quick. I'll be right back. I'm going to leave that. Watch the fire, talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Yeah, I don't think that's our. I'm going to be doing a video. I don't think this is our sickness or our madness or our anything. I think it's being sent. I think these big dogs that got a lot of money, I think they cut a deal with Satan. Send all this sickness and madness to these people, and we'll pay you money, Satan. And I think we're starting to figure it out. This ain't our sickness, our addictions. This is these idiots, these rich pricks that got a lot of money that pay these voodoo kings and magic men and everything. Yeah, I think we're getting ready for that big day. I'll be right back. The Great Armageddon. All right, I'm back. All right. All right, what did I miss? I never liked Elvis. Fizzy Rose didn't like Elvis. God's plan is apparently very twisted. And that's what some people are saying. I think they got the devil. I think they got God mixed up with the devil. Which the Bible did say that. There'll be someone running around claiming to be God, but not. No, if I sign anything and they came at me with anything being, it was just normal paperwork each year, and I signed something and they tried, well, you signed this. They'd go after them and, taking advantage of people on disabilities with brain problems and stuff. They can't do that anymore. Just because they belong to a company now, you're going to see things changing here pretty soon. Just because they belong to a company or you rent from them, or even the banks. The banks want everyone to sign a piece of paper stating that they're not liable for things. I'm like, what is going? Are you people nuts? Trying to coerce people into signing something. Here, sign this for the, and then they come back and try and say, well, you signed this stating that you didn't. Well, we didn't read it. It's normal paperwork that we sign every year. You throw in an extra piece of paper that no one reads when they're down there at the office or anything. That's what secretaries are for and stuff. And then you stamp your name to it or sign your name to it or whatever. And then, well, you signed it right here. Well, I sign thousands of documents every day. You think I read every single one of them? Our team is supposed to be reading that and knowing that if there was any inconsistency in the paperwork or, here's the thing. Things are going to be changing in America, and they just don't want to tell you folks because they don't want mass chaos. But the days of big business and not being reliable for things, and the government not being liable for things, and the banks not being liable for things, are coming to an end, folks. And it'd probably be very violently, but it'll be worth it. God will fight the fight. Right? Yeah, Tahoe 814. That's what a lot of people don't understand is just because you're on Social Security or disability or even if you're not on that, your rent is going up all over the place. It's called the fleecing of America. Gas prices have gone up, so now they raise the price of everything. Although the pay scale stays the same. Yeah. These people really got us into a mess deliberately. They've been labeled as the devil. And a lot of people want their heads beheaded. A lot of people
want them. We are unavailable to take your call. Please leave a message and thank you for calling.
Yeah, I think the Lord has come to, either it's the Lord or the fake Messiah, one of the two. But I think soon you are going to see, probably after the holidays, because we like to keep things in the war shut down over the holidays. But after the holidays, I imagine you'll see the war break out in the streets everywhere. The madness. It's going to make a great movie. Keep the cameras rolling. Yeah, it's just unreal. It's unbelievable. You can't trust nobody these days, right? These people want to skate through life without any prosecution or any death, and it ain't going to happen anymore. You know, they cause the madness and they want to walk away without any prosecution. Hey, whenever I did something wrong, I had to pay the price. Whenever I did something idiotic when I was younger, you got a whooping or your butt kicked or whatever. Whenever you did something and you couldn't afford to pay for it or whatever, you had to work and pay for it yourself. Nothing was ever given to me. I've had people die and pass away and never left me a dime. Who never left me nothing. Everything I got, I had to work for. And I ain't got much. Well, I did at one point, but I don't right now. But that's okay. I'm on my way to rebuilding my life. No, what are we going to do with these people? I don't know. There was some YouTubers out there that had a feeling something was going on. It was too fishy. It was too, the similarities. I'm trying to find the word. This whole thing with AWP now, when they were heroes, they went from heroes to zeros. And I even did a song for AWP. I even did a song, There Goes Our Hero, by Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters, right? They went from heroes to zeros in a matter of minutes. Seconds, right? I don't know. It's a crazy world. That's why a lot of people are backing out going, it's too risky. It's way too risky. Yesterday we had a chopper come over. A helicopter came over the apartment complex, and all the TVs froze up. And as soon as the helicopter went by, the TVs went back to normal. But no one could see the helicopter. Everyone was like, I hear a helicopter. I was the only one out there going, yes, you do, but you will never see it. And that's part of our new technology. Everyone was going, I can't believe my TV was messed up. It froze and everything. Yeah. It's all part of our plan. Give yourself diabetes. Pay off drunken backward flips off the water tower and whatnot. I've done some backflips. I busted my head wide open doing a backflip once. Never jumped off the water tower though. But we climbed it. Oh, say, can you see? Not really. Yeah, I know you, Johnny. I know the obfuscated. I have no idea what he tried to say, but something truth. You can't handle the truth, Raphael. I'm out of order. This whole YouTube chat is out of order. Yes, we red flagged them. But it was only for the greater of the team. We cannot have tallywhackers scraggling back. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen to AWP. I don't know what's going to happen to Ryan Upchurch and this whole Chase Matthews thing or whatever. You know, I don't know what's going to, who knows? Nobody knows. Nobody really cares. Right? They got millions and millions of dollars. You think we really care? You know, you got millions. You shouldn't even be wrapped up in crap like this, for one, with that kind of money. You wouldn't see or hear me. Oh, I don't know if you guys know, but I own half of Johnny Depp's island. Well, he owed me a couple dollars. Now I own half of that. Move over, neighbor. Coming to hang out. Maybe we could write some songs, Mr. Depp. I don't know. I was working on this new one, but I don't know. I wonder if he does country. I imagine he likes country. I'm not sure. And buy a smaller bed, will you? Or a smaller house, Mr. Depp. And then you won't have to worry about people mistaking the toilet for your bed and crapping in it or whatever. I don't know. Who knows? These people got so much money. Who really cares what happens? They'll just buy their way out of it. It's no biggie. It's just another day in America where the rich rule over the poor, the weak. Like I said, we're starting to get hip to this crap. This ain't our sicknesses. This ain't our addictions. This is people's family curses and other countries' curses and madness, and even our own family's ancestry curses. You know, I was watching something that there was a curse put on America from the people that we went to war with, Japan and Philippines, and that they cursed our country or whatever, and the families that were in the military. It could be. What do you want me to say? You want me to lie to you folks? If we can figure out how to get the truth into a lie, these folks will eat it up. They'll do what we want. We'll tell them the truth, but in a lie, because they only believe lies and madness. It's what sells on YouTube. Chaos and commotion, and that's what sells. That's what makes the views go up. And your views might never go up, and your subs might never go up if you got hacked. You know. And you got hacked, there's a good chance you ain't getting all your views. There's a good chance you ain't getting all your subs. Yeah, a lot of people claim they know the truth till it comes down to that day, and then they're like, oops, I made a mistake. Well, it's too late now. You claimed you knew the truth. You don't know the truth. And now you got wrapped up into bull crap and people's crap lives. That's Satan. And there's no way out of it. You got to pay the piper. I know a lot of people claim they know this, they know that, they know that. We don't even know if any of this stuff is even true about Jared from AWP. This could all be propaganda. You understand, folks? You know what propaganda is? in the music business and movie business. It's bull crap. It's called publicity. There is no bad publicity. Hey, he killed 50 people, but he's a star. It's called publicity. And we don't know who to believe or who not to believe in this world. And that's a bad situation when you got somebody that's got their hand on the button and on the keys to the vault that holds every nightmare you people would ever not want to have. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. And I'm going to say this. Thank God we don't have this problem in rock and roll, right? Or even R&B. Well, hell, even real country. I just can't figure out how someone gets that wrapped up into stuff. I don't know. Hell, we're even seeing it in the crime community. These people that claim to be the next generation, the coming of the king or whatever, you know. And them themselves are wrapped up into organization and gangs and like I said, this ain't our sickness, this ain't our disease, we ain't taking it. And if they don't take it back, that's, I imagine, why a lot of people are coming up dead. Because people are getting hip to the crap, you know. I can tell you this much. What is big right now, the sale? Samurai swords are real big, selling like hotcakes. Katana swords, stuff like that, big knives and everything. They're madmen, you know. And that's why we got to leave it up to the Lord. What do you guys think? Anybody? I scared everybody away. Thank God. It works every time. Start talking stuff that these people don't like about, and they'll all leave your chat. And then you got a video that you can say and do anything you want to. That's why I like going into. I found some really small channels that are really great, but they want to get bigger. So there goes the great little chat room. There goes the little tiny sanity that we had in some of these chats, in these smaller channels. They want to be big, and then they want all the madness that comes with it, right? They want to claim that they're big wigs on YouTube. You're not famous to me. That's what I don't understand. They're like, I got 10 million views. I'm famous. You ain't nothing. You're crap on a stick. You know, when I see you walking down the red carpet, when I see you in the next big blockbuster or the next big, then you're somebody, right? Then you made it. Then you're huge. You know, till then, you're just a YouTuber, which was supposed to be a family thing, something that was good. And what did they do? They turned that into a contest, right? What is sad is most of these people, we thought YouTube was legit. You can't watch your own videos. It don't count. I read the whole thing before I joined up to YouTube. You can't watch your own videos. It don't count. I never watch my own videos anyways. I mean, I watched a couple of them just to see how the sound was. But other than that, I don't watch my own videos. And we all thought it was legit until what? Until it broke on the news that most of these YouTubers are paying people in other countries to make their channel huge. Literally, I've seen the footage, folks, with my own eyes. A room full of cell phones, and one guy just going right down the line of cell phones, hitting the button that said sub or like. Thousands of phones just lined up in a room. And just beep, 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 beep. They paid the guy so much, they get their views. They get their subs. How? I don't know. But is it true? Yes. Hell, they don't even have to do that anymore. These guys got so good they can hack the channel or Google and take all your subs, your views, and everything. But I can tell you this, some of us knew. Some of us with knowledge knew that it was just a matter of time, that this technology is good, but it's only good when you use it for good. When you use this technology for bad, it's not good. Right? Where it's like a catch-22. We knew that if it got into the wrong hands, it could be very deceiving, very bad. You know, and that's what's happening. Hot phones and everything, you know. These guys got phones that just sit there and they hit like and sub or whatever on channels, and the next thing you know, they got 5-6 million viewers or whatever, you know. It does happen. Nah, what do? There ain't nothing you can do. Just sit back, ride the storm out, as REO Speedwagon said, and keep going. You know, let God fight our battles. Do I think it's all starting to make sense? Yeah. Yeah. I think it is all starting to make sense. The Lord is revealing the evil within YouTube, maybe. I don't know. You know, there are certain people that are going to walk away from being in trouble. And the only reason why they're walking away from being in trouble is because they were minor charges. They were baby crap. You know, they might let a guy walk away that might have played spin the doctor with a younger girl when he was a teenager. It happened once, and they changed their lives. You know, they'll overlook that, but someone that continuously has been doing it their whole lives, you know, they're not going to come off of that person. They want that person. You know, and if we go by the Bible, it's really the devil that's doing this to everybody, ain't it? It ain't the Lord, it's the devil, the old Blue Eyes himself, right? Hey, Ricky Compton, how you doing? I usually don't vote, Ricky. I only vote for the presidency. That's the only thing that really counts. You know, it's supposed to trickle down. The president's supposed to tell the mayors and everybody, hey, but it don't work that way. I might go vote today. Is it today or tomorrow out here? I'm not sure. I might go vote. But usually I just vote president. It's so corrupt, it don't matter. It don't matter. I keep trying to tell people, it don't matter who you vote for. It's so rigged. The person you want in there ain't going to get in there. No, I only vote for President Day. That's about the only time I vote. And I think the voting that's going on right now is for like mayors or senators or whatever like that. Or Ricky, what is the voting for today? I know it's not the presidency. If you don't mind me asking, Ricky, what's it all about? I think it's just senators, congressmen, judges, sheriffs, you know. And does it make sense that they went ahead and came out and said, we got the Delphi killer? Yeah. Why? Well, today is election day. So how effing corrupt it is. Why? Because that'll make a big poll in Indiana. The Delphi case is that big where it'll make a difference in the polls if they came out and said they got the guys. And they do. They got some of them. There's much more work to be done in America, right? They have the governor and a bunch of senators and 3 proposals. Yeah. Is one of the proposals for cannabis, Ricky? I bet you cannabis is on it, maybe. I know Pelosi's talking about legalizing it federally. So maybe cannabis was one of the proposals on there. If it is, I'm going to run down there and get it. I'm going to run down. Are they giving away free cannabis? I'm going to go down there and get some. No, it's already legal here for recreational use. Yeah, in Michigan and in Illinois and in Ohio. And I think down in Tennessee and Kentucky, we're surrounded by people that it's legal, but Indiana is the only place that it's not legal. And yeah. Although Indiana did change the amount you are allowed to have before it became a felony. You're allowed so much, and it's just a misdemeanor, like a $25 ticket or a $50 ticket. You know, I tried telling Indiana, you might as well legalize it now. We're missing out on a lot of money. You know, I've been up to Michigan. The roads are like glass in some areas. They redid all the roads. They're pumping money back into the society. You know, poor people and stuff. They're paying. I mean, they make pretty good money. Heck, I might open a cannabis store. Did I tell you guys Cheech Marin was out here in Sturgis, Michigan, a couple weeks ago at one of the cannabis stores? I didn't even know about it. Hell, I would have went there and hung out with Cheech Marin. Heck yeah. What's up, Holmes? Mexican Americans love to wake up in the morning. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Mexican American. They love to be burritos. Oh no no. And I love big chachalas. The problem is they are scamming the weed tax loot here in Michigan. Yeah, the cannabis stores are. This is what gets me, Rick. The cannabis stores actually from the states got a free pass, right? And here they are scamming the government out of tax money. You just don't want to do that. If they're giving you the chance, you pay your taxes. And Ricky says, Johnny, they have John. The problem is they are scamming the weed tax loot here in Michigan. The politicians or the cannabis stores, Ricky, Johnny, they have some killer pre-pack Friday deals on Kramer guitars right now. I can't afford it, Rick. I got to send the grandkids some money so the mother can go to Black Friday to make sure she gets the deals. Not this month, Ricky. Or next month, probably. Maybe in January. Maybe that's what it'll be. Maybe in January, after all this holiday blows over, I'll buy me a new. The cannabis stores. Oh, the cannabis stores are scamming. Yeah, well, these cannabis stores, you got to be careful because they're running their own little thing, right? Trying to lock the consumer up instead of. I'm like, hey, I'll bring in the FBI. We'll shut you all down. The government, you can't do. Yeah, we're federal government. We'll come in and confiscate all the money, everything, and lock you up, the owner, the workers. You ain't going to be locking up the consumers. You know, half of them probably ain't even doing their jobs. They're probably not even inspecting the weed. That's why I wanted the federal government to come in. I'm like, come in. You guys got the labs. You got the technicians that will be able to spot all the mold, all the chemicals, and be able to, they don't. I mean, now all of a sudden Pelosi wants to legalize. Well, if you do, Mrs. Pelosi, it's got to be done right. Now, some of these cannabis stores, I wouldn't doubt it, are taking the good stuff and switching it with the bad stuff. I could tell you this much. There's people here in Indiana, Chicago area, being we're so close to the borders, right? That actually are from Indiana where it's illegal, but they are working up in either Chicago or Michigan at the cannabis stores. And then what? Now you're paying taxes on two places. You got to pay the Indiana tax and whatever state you're going to work in. I mean, geez, it's a mess. Well, something so good went so bad. I don't know. Now the Lord taketh away, or giveth. The Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. I don't know. Hell, you can't get 1 ounce of killer weed for $100. There is an overabundance of weed here. Yeah, it's everywhere. You can't. That's why I told Indiana, you might as well jump on board. You're surrounded by states that made it legal. But Indiana's way, we'll lock these people up as they're coming through our state. Hey, great. Fill up the jails with baby crap crimes and let the killer rapist run wild and the organizations that are terrorists run wild in the state, right? What's happening with you today, Raphael? What's Raphael up to today? I can't open my window and get a contact. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it don't bother me. Cannabis is baby crap compared to what's out there. Alcohol kill you faster. Alcohol even make you do more stupider stuff than cannabis, I'll tell you that. Yeah, if you're going to be smoking cannabis, it's like drinking beer. What's the limit with alcohol? One beer, you know, and then you got to wait so long before you drive. Well, it's like cannabis. It'll be the same thing with cannabis. You smoke a joint, you'll have to wait a half an hour or whatever before you drive. You know, it's a free country. That's what people want. They want to pass the cannabis bill. I'm with them. I vote for pass the cannabis bill. Heck, they should have been giving us vouchers for cannabis. We could have been selling it. We could have been growing it. Cannabis back in the olden days was used for everything. Paper, clothes, the oils were used to burn for fuel, all kinds of stuff. You know, it was used for everything. It was used for medicine. It was heck. They should be giving us vouchers, poor people vouchers for cannabis for so long. You know, and I'll tell you what. All right, hold on a minute. All right. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to get through it one day at a time. One day at a time. Bear. What do you mean if I can't pronounce it? I just did. I don't drink. I quit drinking a long time ago. Beer. That's what it's called. Beer. I don't know what you're talking about, Raphael. Raphael's upset again. He said he can't open his window without getting a contact eye. I know. No biggie to me. It's cannabis. I would rather have cannabis legal than uh, some of the other drugs that's out there that are legal, but will kill you just as fast. Right? I'll tell you what, if there's any voodoo crap going around here or any paperwork I signed, like Raphael was saying earlier, don't sign nothing. No, I'm not. These people around here have no right to be trespassing on me. Hey, I forgive them, but they got to pay the piper. They cost me a lot of money. Uh, no, I'm not. I'm not paying for your sins. That's your family curse. That's your addiction, not mine. And we're not paying for it. We're not. I don't care how beautiful you are or how much money you guys got or whatever. No, get ready for war because we ain't dealing with it. Ain't our curse. Ain't our sickness. Ain't our asthma. It ain't our madness. Well, yeah. Well, look at Aaron Carter now, right? Aaron Carter, they're saying the people that his his controllers were actually people that what did they do? They produced synthetic LSD. So now they're saying these people were controlling them. If he didn't do this or that, he'd go to La La Land. If he didn't do this or that, they do this, they do that. Control freaks. And now he's supposedly dead. Oh my God, Pendejo's actually got all the Aaron Carter. All the Aaron Carter albums. Pendejo just said, I just listened to all my Aaron Carter albums after I heard he was dead. How many years have you owned him, Pendejo? That was a good one, Pendejo. Yeah, Ricky, that is true. The United States Army has done experiments in LSD in mass populations. That is true. Did they consider it as a weapon? Yes. I can tell you what, they're going to bash them dudes' heads in and that chick's head in if they don't stop trespassing on people. I can tell you that much. They don't give a crap who he's related to or who she's related to or what gang they're related to. They're going to beat the living crap out of them dudes if they don't stop doing that witchery, magic, trespassing crap or whatever they're doing. You know, I don't blame them either. I really don't. This is getting ridiculous. Can we say they're actually dead people? I think so. Witchery, sorcery, maybe that's what we should start doing in America, is determining who and who these people are and where they're coming from, and if they're real, or if they're entities, or if they're spirits, or if they're the devil or whatever. I don't know. They all might be on LSD. Ricky might be right. They might have all been, and not even known, and not even known that they were placed on LSD or whatever. No. I got some work to do tomorrow. I believe, maybe possibly the last time I have to cut that lady and gentleman's yard this year. I talked to him yesterday. So what's tomorrow? Wednesday? I think tomorrow I have to go over there, either tomorrow or Thursday before the snow and rain comes, and finish over there. Yeah, this ain't our sickness. This ain't our disease. This ain't our addictions. It ain't ours. I don't know. Give it to God, folks. Let God handle it. I ain't got time anyways. the Lord said that the devil placed these people in our lives to destroy our lives, right? To monkey with our lives. Well, the Lord is revealing these people, and these people are going bye-bye. I can't help it. I don't know. If it's a war they want, the Lord's ready for a war. Jesus, I think, is biting at the bit to get this Armageddon thing on the road. But Jesus has to listen to the great creator, right? Got to listen to that great creator. God bless. All glory goes to God. And amen, right? I'll tell you what, it's madness. We're seeing it all over YouTube. The Ernie Shells, the Jimbos, even, you know, jeez. You want me to name the list of people we've been watching that are like, I'm like, oh my God, this is unreal. You know, the Don Wells of YouTube and Benny Keys and Blood Money. You know, all these people now, jeez, it's unreal. I don't know. It's all an illusion, folks. But I got to get off this contraption. And I'll be back later. Well, actually, here real soon, I'm going to do an outdoors video. The sun is shining. The birds are chirping out there. And I'll be back. Have a good day. Be safe. I want to thank Ben Deho, Ricky Compton, Izzy Pop, Tahoe 814, Izzy Rose. Oh, wait. It wasn't Izzy Pop. It was Izzy Rose that came into the chat. Thank Izzy Rose. Thank the lovely Misty Rose. And I think that's about it. Raphael, Bendejo, Ricky Compton. All right, I'll be back later on. Do another 30-second outdoor video. I don't know. My outdoor videos, some of them I've been putting a lot of music to. You know, editing them and putting music to it and stuff. So, I don't know. 30 seconds is not, they don't have music, just 30 seconds. I don't know. I'll have to look in my thing. The lovely and talented Raphael. Raphael is a dude. Dudes are not lovely. I don't think. Unless things have changed. I've been off grid for a while. I've been out of the clique. Usually anything lovely is a woman. So, and talented, I don't know. I've never seen a video from Raphael or a music video or anything. I don't know. Most of these people on YouTube don't even have a face. It's just a letter. We have no idea what it could be. An entity. It could be Elon Musk. We're not sure. All right, I got things to do. I got to get up. I got to start moving around, get my lungs cleared out, all this inflammation, smoking and all the crap in our lives. And I don't know. I'll be back.